Now we can turn it all loose.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They juked him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Mike. Here we go, D.
47.
50, Mike, 50.
Then we're going to 53.
Check 99. Check 99.
Don't take.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. This safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Check 4, check 4. Showing it, showing it. Watch the safety creep. Check, check.
Look, squeeze. Shoot.
On first down, here's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. On second down, a run with Breida. Finding room to the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Look at me. Go.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Elliott. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Kill. We're going to 54. Right here.
From the 45 on second down, Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
55 plus. Here we go. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Prescott now from the 50. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
Here we go, 46.
He don't want it. Zoom.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Line.
Check. Check your hot read.
26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Now it's Breida. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Go now. 30 base.
Here we go. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Hey, 4 down. Eyes on 13. Eyes on 13. Sponge.
Yeah, ready?
This is Breida. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Get him, boys. Check. Fair. Get it.
They run with Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, Costello. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Breida. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Yo, cheetah.
First carry for James Conner. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go. AK Gator.
Right there in the middle. 55. Quit talking about it and bring it. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. On the handoff, this is Breida. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Cowboys nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down right around the 37. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 37-yard line. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Looking to throw, Prescott. This one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bud Dupree, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 3rd and long for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week, he hit on right at 50%. This week, he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. Cooper was the intended target.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, You can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Check 26, check 26. Kill. Hard, nice.
Here's a handoff left side to Burrito. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Leo, ready?
Once again, they run with Burrito on first down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's a lead that excites him.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
my
grandmother did the same. It smelled terrible. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Costello. He's going to let it go deep for the... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there is hit. These guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Prescott. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 2-yard line.
61, matchbox lights.
To throw from his end zone. Costello going top shelf for... They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. They run again with Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a give to Breida. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Pilot, 64. Hey, lock it. 5.
Breida, he'll try the right side. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Ready.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Costello going deep to the end zone for Juju. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise,
he's got a man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Get out there, get out there.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And now here's another interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 2nd and 13. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now a give running left is Breida. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. On 4th down, Costello. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. We own them. We own them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Prescott to throw it. He's going to find Gallup here complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Kill. 50, all day, dog. Hey. Here we go. Go to 54, go to 50, 26.
Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas 1st down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
47.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Under.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB 26.
Prescott down. He gets this one to Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Be afraid of me. 26.
50. Mike's 50. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Check. Lucky. No. Off. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Go.
Hey, kill.
Mike 50. Stop your whining.
Bang. Out. 26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Come on.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the end.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want two. Instead, they got zero.
Unbelievable that they even attempted from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. There he goes left side. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. All you get is a headache.
26.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. That one complete to Elliott. Shedding through the defense. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Let's go deep, tight shut. Let's go deep, tighten up. Mike 50, Mike 50.
I'm on. Here we go, 47.
50, Mike 50.
26.
4th down, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch it. Come on, switch.
80 weapon.
They'll run here with Connor. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Check 52. Shift. Look at me. Go. Go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Check. There. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They run forward with Breida. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Let's go.
They go to Elliott again. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And